Psalm 133. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to live together in unity. These are words which you, Richard, and Mary Lux live by, and in the words that the Lux Center for Catholic Jewish Studies have been founded on. These are words you have taught to countless students at Sacred Heart during your tenure, Rich, and you have inspired these future clergy to pass them on to many others. You have brought members of the Catholic and the Jewish community together in dialogue for many years. You stand for justice. You're passionate about pursuing social justice. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdof, justice, justice shall you pursue. I, Bonnie Shafran, am so honored and privileged to be your friend and colleague, to work together with you for many years on Holocaust education and in Jewish Catholic studies. This tribute is for you and for Mary as you go on your journey to Minneapolis to be with family, and we wish you all the best along with many others. And here they are.
Dear Richard, we're very sad that you'll be leaving the Milwaukee area, but very grateful for all that you've done for us here at Sacred Heart. You were my first dean. You hired me to be the director of Hispanic Studies in 1988, and then I succeeded you as dean in 2005. And I was at the inception of the Lux Center in 2010. Now I'm the president rector, all because of you. When I was going to come only for 10 years, now look at how many 30 years later. So thank you, Richard. God bless you. We'll always remember you.
Dear Dr. Lux, Richard, I would like to express my gratitude for the great work you have accomplished in the area of the dialogue and understanding of the Jewish and Catholic communities. You have helped us to understand Jesus Christ and his apostles as they lived out of the commitment to the Jewish faith. As you relocate to Minnesota to be with your children and grandchildren, know that you and Mary take with you good wishes and cherished memories of the community that you served. Lux means light, and you will continue through your teaching to bring light to those who live in darkness. My friend, may God bless you always.
Dear Dr. Lux and Mary, we want to thank you for all the gifts that you have brought to the Milwaukee community, and we wish you well as you continue on your journey in Minneapolis. These are the words and lyrics of Debbie Friedman. May you be blessed as you go on your way. May you be guided in peace. May you be blessed with health and joy. May this be your blessing. Amen. 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 May this be your blessing. Amen. 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 May this be your blessing. Amen.
Rich, Milwaukee is going to miss you so much, but I'm so grateful for the way in which my own life has been enriched by getting to work with you. You are a true mensch, and you have done so much to honor Holocaust memory. I will miss you very much, and I really hope that technology will help us to stay connected. Now go and enjoy your family, and be well.
Hi, Rich. I'm happy to join the video here and to say goodbye, although I'm sure we will see one another often in the future. I hope very often. Full disclosure, I'm your brother-in-law. You're married to my sister. You're the father of my nephews. And we've known each other for, I guess, 55 years or so, since 1967. And I remember being at the wedding and at many milestone events in our lives since that time. And I'd like to thank you for your personal relationship with me and all that entails, and even taking me back in 1975 to Marquette and to help me find a place to live in Milwaukee. But on this occasion too, thank you for your example of years and years of contribution to the Catholic Church around the United States through your teaching faithfully, so many years, so much hard work while raising a family, and your great interest in advocacy for dialogue with Jewish Catholic relations, which is a wonderful contribution in a whole separate realm. So I've learned a great deal from you, and I appreciate you, and I wish you all the best as you move on to Minneapolis, and I hope we continue to see each other frequently. God bless you, Rich. Bye-bye.
Shalom, Richard. This is Ophir from Scopia LLC. We worked together on a couple of trips to Israel, the Holy Land, for the students at the Sacred Heart Institute. I'd like to thank you for your friendship and for the honor and the pleasure of working with you on those trips to Israel. And I really look forward to welcome you back to the Holy Land sometime very soon. It's been a wonderful pleasure to have you as a friend, and I look forward to continuing the friendship. And I wish you and your wife and the whole family up in Minnesota lots of good health, many good, happy years, and please do be in touch. All the very best to you. Shalom, shalom.
My friend Richard, I'm extremely happy for you to be moving closer to your family, but I'm extremely sad you'll be leaving Milwaukee. We've had some spectacular events together way back when we celebrated with Abba Leiter. You have been a tremendous stalwart supporter of the Jewish community, of the Jewish people. Your knowledge of Judaism is second only to your knowledge of who you are and who we are as a shared people and a shared faith. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for the countless number of people you've taught, for the countless number of people you've impacted, and for making our world a better place because you're in it. I wish you nothing but the best. From Hatzlacha to Hatzlacha, from success to success. Lietrot, my friend.
Hi, Richard and Mary. Good luck. You are going to be missed, and we look forward to the next time that we can be together with you. But we're very happy for you. You're going to live near your grandchildren, and children will be a real bonus for both of you.
Take care. The best to you from the Sisters in Crime, Beth Peterman and Meg Regner.
Bye.
Hi, Richard. You and I first met at the Catholic Jewish Conference, and you were the obvious bridge at those meetings that we had for so many years. My life was truly enriched by being part of that group. It led me to an opportunity to lead a community Seder through the conference, and my co-chair was Sister Adele from Cardinal Stritch College, Sister Adele of blessed memory. She was such a joy to work with. And that night, over 150 people attended. It was astounding. It was wonderful. It was held at Congregation Sinai. Your role was helping me to understand the placement of the Last Supper in a Passover Seder. Because of family health problems, I kind of disappeared from community involvement over the years. And then one night I was attending an interfaith program at the JCC, and you were there. And I wanted to say hello, but I didn't think you'd remember me, but you did. And I came to see, in the fullest sense of the word, you are a mensch. May you and your wife enjoy a fulfilling and enriched life in your new home. May your children and grandchildren give you nachas, and may their lives be enriched by your presence. With love and respect, Diane Spector.
Hi, Richard. It's Stephen. As you head off to Minneapolis, I just couldn't miss the opportunity to say how much working with you, being your colleague for a while there, continuing to work with you through the Lux Center, having you as a guest of my classes, knowing you, having lunch with you, all of it has always been a great pleasure and a real privilege. I'll miss you immensely. Mary, much love to you. It's been just wonderful. I wish you all the happiness that you can have with family. Peace now.
Hello, Dr. Lux. Pat Jurczyk here. I'm adding my voice to wish you well. You've been so instrumental in this last decade in my own lifetime, starting in 2012 when I took the Holocaust course at Sacred Heart, which in 2013 led to our trip to Israel. I'm wearing the hat from the trip, as you can see. A wonderful trip. It was life-changing for me. Significant friends made, Alice Iaquinta, Bonnie, you, and many others that I'm still in contact with. But the trip and understanding the Jewish history, the Christian history, the significant sites, it was just fabulous. Thank you so much. On return, in 2014-15, we did a county resolution on the 75th anniversary of the Kristallnacht, and I was so pleased to be instrumental in part of that, to honor you with a citation for your work in bringing the Catholic and Jewish communities together in Milwaukee County, a well-deserved citation and a great memory, I hope. In 2016, I took a course on Paul, a figure that I did not know particularly well in my own religion, and felt I wanted to explore Paul more. And your course was everything I needed and more. It was wonderful to work in your course, to have the discussions we had and all the materials. Thank you so much. 2016, I was appointed to the advisory board of the Lux Center, a board I still sit on and enjoy working on. 2018, I took Dr. Blumberg's course at Sacred Heart on Jewish life and spirituality, and her course was so instrumental. I've heard you say so many times, Jesus is a Jew, and for Christians to understand our own religion, we need to understand the Jewish faith, and Dr. Blumberg filled in so much for me. It's truly a wonderful course to take. I wish others could do so. In 2019, Bonnie, director now of the Lux Center, and Cheryl from the Jewish community put together a group that will encourage Catholic Jewish dialogue. And we've had our initial meetings. Unfortunately, we're on pause right now with the pandemic, but we are working and hope to bring it to life soon. I understand you're moving to Minnesota. I wish you well. You're going to live with a son and your grandchildren, or near at least. Dr. Blumberg talks about really the most important thing in the Jewish community is their children. And the biblical word for that was progeny. A Jewish child is not just the child of their parents, but the child of the whole community, representing the some history of the Jewish spirituality and the journey of the Jews. I think it's a wonderful concept, and I hope you will be able to enjoy the line of Richard Lux and your own progeny. So I wish you well, Richard. I will keep you in my prayers. Shalom.
My name is Philip Cunningham. I direct the Institute for Jewish Catholic Relations of St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia. I have known Dr. Richard Lux for over 20 years, especially when we both participated in a continuing seminar of the Catholic Biblical Association of America on the topic of biblical issues in Jewish-Christian relations. I was always impressed by the ways in which Rich brought his expertise in the Hebrew Bible to today's relationship between Jews and Christians. including with regard to the land and the state of Israel. In addition, he has a great concern for how Jews and Judaism are presented in Catholic liturgical contexts. Rich, thank you for your dedication and inspiring example at Sacred Heart Seminary and School of Theology and throughout the nation. All of your students and your colleagues are very grateful for all that we have learned from you. Shalom.
Richard and Mary, your good friends, Ron and Judy Shapiro, we extend our most sincere best wishes to you and your dear family on your decision to relocate to Minneapolis so that you are able to enjoy the fulfillment of living closer to your children and to your grandchildren. And we have always known how you have bestowed such love and admiration and devotion upon your wonderful family. And we too, over the years, have been sustained and uplifted by just knowing you. You have touched our hearts and our minds by your brilliant understanding of the spiritual texts, as well as your cherished friendship and your impeccable integrity. Over the years, you and your students have graced our congregation by attending our Shabbat, Sabbath services, and we have always been honored by your attendance and participating in our worship services and the insightful teachings which you have so graciously and eloquently offered to our congregation and to the community at large, and upon each of us who cherish your sincere and impeccable friendship and wisdom. You have enhanced our lives and the lives of so many people throughout Milwaukee and indeed throughout the world. You have shared with us your love of the sacred texts and your devotion to the family of humanity. And we thank you for the wisdom you offer through your inspiring writings, your abundant respect of those people with whom you interact, and the possibilities of peace and understanding which may emerge within the world through respect and the admiration of all faiths and people. You represent the treasured teaching that all people are created in the image of God. And we have always admired your warmth, kindness, your abundant knowledge, as well as the honest assessment which you offer to every engaging conversation. And we will miss you both, Richard and Mary, and the joy and refinement and dignity which you bring to us and to the world. And we cherish as well the hallowed and revered teachings which embellish and enlighten our community at Sacred Heart Seminary and School of Theology and the Lux Center for Catholic Jewish Studies. It has always been a source of joy to know you as a colleague and as a dear friend, and may you and your dear family be blessed with years and years of good health and happiness and fulfillment, and may we see each other often at joyous and meaningful events. Indeed, we send to you both and to your family our love and our deep and sincere respect. May God bless you.
Dear Rich and Mary, as you know, we find in the Mishnah in Pirkei Avot these words, Aseh l'charav, get for yourself a teacher, and how Rich, you have been a teacher to all of us. And then the Mishnah continues, Knei lecha chaver, get for yourself, acquire for yourself a friend. And you and Mary have been our friends over so many years. Yes, you've taught all those generations of future priests and other Catholic parish workers all about Judaism. More important, you've also taught engineering, if you will. You've taught us how to build bridges. To you both, in your personal and professional roles and lives, you've been my teachers and my friends. As you leave us for Minneapolis, may you go from strength to strength. Thanks again.
Hi, Rich. Very sorry to see you go, brother. I've really enjoyed working with you, being with you, praying with you, davening with you. So I hope that you find a good synagogue to find out in Minneapolis over there. And I know that the people will really be excited to be with you. Thank you so much for all the work you put into the community, the work you put into Sacred Heart Seminary. And thank you really so much for all the work that you did on the preaching conference last year. I'm very happy that we're able to work together on that. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. You know, there's only, well, I shouldn't say this, but there's really nowhere that the Jewish people will bend their knee to anybody. But there is one prayer, and you're going to know this one, and at that prayer, the Jewish people will very lightly bend their knees as a reverence to God. V'anachnu korim hu mishtachavim hu modim lifnei melech malchei hamlochim hakodosh baruch hu shehu notetz shamayim v'nosei haaretz v'neheman v'hoya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz vayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shamo echad. Shana Tova, my brother. God bless.
Hi, Dr. Lux. On behalf of the Jewish Community Relations Council of the Milwaukee Jewish Federation, I wanted to send you a big congratulations on the beginning of this new chapter in your life. We are wishing you and Mary so much well as you join your children and grandchildren in the cities. Thank you for all you've done to strengthen the dialogue between the Jewish and Catholic communities. You've helped weave the two together through fostering an unbreakable amount of trust, love, and learning over the years. And thank you for also being a role model of steady yet powerful interfaith growth. I was only in this role for a few months before you announced your departure from the city, but I feel so fortunate to have had the time to see a master of Catholic-Jewish relations at work. I truly appreciate the time we had together and look forward to continue learning from you and your work. B'chatzlacha, go with great success.
Hi, Dr. Lux. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to how your presence and your legacy have really been a blessing for me here at Sacred Heart. I remember the first time that I met you was during my two-day job interview, and I remember my first impression of you was as just very kind and kind of that twinkly look in your eyes, like you were dreaming up hard questions for me to answer. And I do remember that you asked me about conversion of the whole library collection from Dewey to Library of Congress, not just once, but twice. I had to look around the room and find the faces of the librarians to see what kind of panic that was engendering. So I knew you were a tricky devil there. But what I so appreciate about you and your legacy here at Sacred Heart was that you value Catholic-Jewish dialogue, that you value dialogue between faiths, that your scholarship was one of unity and going deeper all the time. And for me, that has really been a touchstone during my time at Sacred Heart. Your input on programming that Bonnie has so beautifully coordinated all of these years that I've been here, now what, 4.5? I just appreciate so much your approach to the importance of talking about these issues for the sake of the world. And I know that you're off to Minneapolis, and you know that I was there for over 35 years. It's a city that's near and dear to my heart, and what more wonderful thing can you do than to go and be with family, with children, with grandchildren. And I know that in time you and Mary will It's a very rich place, and I know that you'll find your place in it as well. So thank you to you for all that you've done to make my work in the library so much more interesting than it might have been. And we look to continue your work in the years ahead at Sacred Heart. Thank you. Godspeed. Take care.
Greetings, Dr. Lux. On behalf of the entire Interfaith Conference community, we wish you a joyful transition to your new home in Minnesota. Our organization admires and is extremely grateful to your decades of commitment as an educator, a community activist, caring about racial and social justice issues, and your devotion to raising the consciousness of our diverse faith communities. While we are sad to see you leave Milwaukee, we are thrilled that you will be moving closer to your children and grandchildren. They are truly blessed to have you as a father and a grandfather to learn from you and to grow with you. God bless, be safe, and be healthy. Blessings from the Interfaith Conference of Greater Milwaukee.
Hi, Rich and Mary. You all know me pretty well. Rich, I cherish our relationship, our friendship, both as one of my former instructors when I was in your first class here, and bookended you when you had your last class here on the Qumran as a fellow colleague. It's been a joy knowing you. I really appreciate your generous spirit, your willing to confront and challenge, and the goodness and love you've had for not only the seminary, but for all of those with whom you've worked. I will certainly miss both you and Mary and hope we can keep in contact over the years.
This is a message from Lloyd Levin to Richard Lux. I have had the privilege and the pleasure to work with you over a span of, I don't know, between 30 and 40 years, I think, on Jewish-Catholic relations. But working together has been just such a treat. You are a prince of a human being. Your qualities of scholarship and empathy are treasured and will be remembered for a lifetime. So Sherry and I wish you the very, very best in Minneapolis. Enjoy your children and grandchildren. And as the biblical saying goes, may you live to be 120. Thank you for the privilege of knowing you, my friend.
Hey, Rich, congratulations on your relocation. It's a sad thing for us, but I think for you personally, it's a great opportunity for you to be connected to family. And it also is a great opportunity to express our appreciation, and my appreciation in particular, for the ways you've enlivened our lives. I can remember when I first came here, you were my mentor and as a faculty member, but you mentor us not just in that way, but ongoing by your example and by your dedication and spirit. It's a real testament that here, while you're a faculty member, that you inculcated within the culture such a commitment to Catholic Jewish studies that the Lux Center was founded, and it remains a key element of what we do, and not just ornamentation, but something that's fundamental and that's really due to you and who you were and are. But I think you should feel very, very proud of how you impacted this institution, and as a result, how you've impacted the church through the graduates and by the witness that the institution offers. In many ways, it's due to people like you. And I think we're in coma right now, recording these, and I'm looking at the pictures of the men and women on the walls, Professor Emeriti, and in many ways, not only do the photographs and faces surround us, but the work of your hands surrounds us and carries and bears us. So for the many ways that you lifted us on your shoulders and moved us forward and continue because of that witness and example. And to do that, just a great deal of thank you. You're a marvelous man. Congratulations on all your work, and this tribute's well deserved. And fare forward. Good.
Hi, Rich. Hi, Mary. This is Kathy. Just wanted to wish you all well on your new adventures in Minnesota. I know it's tough to pick up and move everything at this stage in life, but it's a new adventure, and you guys will do real well at it. So take care. God's blessings on both of you. Godspeed.
Mary and Rich, first, good luck on your move. Milwaukee will never be the same without you. There'll be a big hole. Rich, I think we first met maybe at the national meeting that you brought to Milwaukee. What a work you did there. And then later you and I both went to Jerusalem for a whole month of Jewish-Christian dialogue. It was exciting, so exciting that we forgot to call our wives and tell them. Mary, maybe you remember that. And over the years, Rich, you've done so much in Jewish-Christian relations in Milwaukee, simply uncountable, and it leaves a wonderful memory. And then for me, and for a few others, Rich, you were a major person in our Hebrew Bible Old Testament reading group. Your gap is irreplaceable. So think of us, and we'll think of you. So good luck to both of you. All the best. Take care.
Hi, Dr. Lux. I have to call you doctor because I'm jealous. Hopefully I'll get there soon. We will miss your kindness, your sweet smile, and all of your wisdom. But I'm going to put you to the test right now because my mother thinks that I know everything about everything because I work at Sacred Heart. And their neighbor had this Jewish item, and she told the neighbor that I would be able to identify it because we have the Lux Center here. So I took this screw out, and inside is this little tiny scroll in Hebrew, or I'm assuming it's Hebrew. So I would like to know what this is, and you can't leave without letting me know. But have a wonderful time with the kids and the grandkids.
Dr. Lux, on behalf of the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist community, Bishop Jeff Haynes, Father Jose Gonzalez, Deacon Tom Hunt, and myself, Pat Wazalowski, I would like to thank you for all of the enriching faith formation and growth experiences you have shared with us over many years. We especially enjoyed working with you on the Holocaust at the Cathedral series. What a groundbreaking and exceptional series that was. Thank you so much. We wish you and Mary many blessings in your new endeavors. We'll be so grateful to you for many, many years to come. Thank you.
Richard, I just want to thank you for your presence here in the city of Milwaukee and all that you've done. My first memory of you is when you were at Holy Rosary and the conversations that we had as I was beginning to delve into theology, which was one of many reasons why I ended up getting a master's in theology. It was good to have someone to talk to about those things and to receive your support. And then to run into you again and to be able to work with you at the Catholic Jewish Conference, that was a fantastic experience. Your knowledge, your pioneering in the Catholic Jewish relationship in that conference, being one of the first ones, everything you've done at the Lux Center, it has given us a path, and I'm glad that we'll still be in contact through the Zoom meetings for a while. I hope you enjoy this stage in Minneapolis with your family, and that you are blessed, which you are. May God bless you.
One of the great pleasures of my almost decade at the Jewish Community Relations Council was working with you and knowing you. I remember from the beginning being so surprised and delighted, and I just couldn't believe how lucky I was that this guy who was such a big deal was so warm with me and so patient with me. I had so much to learn, and you have always been a gracious teacher. I have learned so much from you. I've grown so much as a human being. You gave me the space actually to grow into the job, and it changed my life. You have made a huge difference in our community, and I think all of us in Milwaukee, but in the Jewish community, and I would say all people who care about interfaith work and all people who care about Israel owe you a great debt. And I am privileged to know you and know Mary, and I wish the two of you a really wonderful next step. You deserve only good things, and I send you off. Now I'm in Chicago, no longer in Milwaukee, but we're all close enough together. I send you off with my whole heart and with just tremendous appreciation and lots of love. And may you go from strength to strength.
One measure of success in life is how often we touch the lives of others in a positive way. Richard Lux, in that regard, is one of the most successful people I know. Richard, you've had a positive influence in the sphere of Catholic-Jewish relations. As a teacher of Catholicism, you've shown your students those aspects of their faith that can lead us to accept each other's faith and differences with respect and dignity. As an active member of Jewish programs, especially Holocaust programs, you are a model of a righteous Gentile, caring about all of God's children as human beings. As a person, you are intelligent and humble, caring and wise, soft-spoken with a strong message of how we can all live together with mutual respect and cooperation. Rich, we will all miss you, but know that you have done so much here that will have a lasting effect, positive effect on the lives of so many. I personally wish you the happiness you so richly deserve. Keep in touch. Toda Rabah, thank you for everything. And as we say in Hebrew instead of goodbye, lehitraot, until we see each other again.
As you go on your journey, dear God, may it be your will that Richard and Mary Lux be led toward peace, their footsteps be guided toward peace, and may they reach their desired destination for life, gladness, and peace all the days of their life. And as it's said in Micah 6:8, and is something that you have always done and will continue to do, may you do justice, may you love mercy, and may you walk humbly with our God. I'm not going to say shalom, but I will say shalom, Richard and Mary. But I'd rather say lehitraot, until we see each other again.
Understanding among us, let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Let there be love and understanding among us, let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
understanding among us. And in the shelter of life's storms, let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkiveinu, Shalom.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkiveinu.